guys, it's Officialsensationlive and welcome each and every one of you guys back to my channel. So in this video guys, we're going to be doing a G Fuel unboxing, and I have not had a G Fuel tub through the door in a long time. I just haven't ordered one because obviously I have so much G Fuel behind me. I haven't even ordered the new G Fuel Dr. Disrespect's Black on Blackberry because I just have too much G Fuel. But guys, we have a Nade Shops Lemonade G Fuel come through the post from my sponsor Lime Pro Gaming. So if you guys do want to get your hands on some G Fuel, they are official reseller of G Fuel, limeprogaming.com. I'll leave the link in the description. If you use code SENSATION, you'll actually get 10% off your order, and it's 2 days delivery within the UK because they are UK based. So instead of ordering from the UK and it taking like a week and a half to arrive to your door from America, you can order, guys, and because it's an official reseller, it is all legit proper stuff. It has not been tampered with. It is 100% the safest way to order G Fuel, is either from the G Fuel website or at limeprogaming.com. So yeah guys, 10% off, code SENSATION to your door, free shipping as well, and it'll be there within 2 working days. So order it Wednesday, you're gonna have it by Friday. Order it Monday, you're gonna have it by Wednesday. Order it Friday, you're gonna have it on Monday. You get the drift, guys. So we're gonna be opening up a brand new tub because, yeah, I've done this in the past, but I think the last time I managed to buy a lemonade tub was back when it was the version 2 tubs, and this is what they looked like back when it was a version 2 lemonade tub, and this is now. What a difference that is. Let's just do a little perspective there. That is the difference between version 2 and their 3 labels, which is pretty damn cool. So we're going to do an opening of this, guys. I'm going to show you guys what it's like to open up a new tub, because a lot of you guys might be new. Now, if you're thinking, Sensation, you look a bit rough. You look like you've just jumped out of bed, or you look like you need to go to sleep. I am feeling a little bit ill today, so I'm not like 100% right now. So I do apologise if I look funny or sound weird or whatever. I am feeling a little bit rough today. But guys, when you get these tubs, always the first thing you must do is check that the seal has not been broken around the edge. Now there is on these new tubs, this is on the old tubs, this was never there. But on the new tubs, there should be this perforated edge that you are able to break with your nail. So if you just go in there and just give that a little, just a little break with your nail all the way around, then that is how you will get into it. Now there is another way that you can get into this tub, and it's a way that some people don't like to do it, because there's 2 routes that you could go down. You can either take this top part off the lid and then you're left with obviously the label, but then you'll have a white rim around the tub, or if you want to keep this whole white, this whole theme of like the orange or the yellow whatever on there, then you want to leave this top on. So there is like this little tab here that you can pull down, and it will put a rip there, and then you're able to peel around and off. And I think I do have a tub, if we put this one back, of where that has happened, and I've done it on the Rainbow Sherbet, guys. So basically the Rainbow Sherbet no longer has the Rainbow Sherbet themed edge around it because you've peeled down and pulled it off. So make sure, if you do want to keep the theme of your tower or whatever, the full label, make sure that you leave it on. I'll actually pull it off slightly on this tropical rain tub so you guys can get a better perspective. So you can see it actually comes off and you can lift it off. So if you want to leave that on, make sure that you keep it down. But that's enough messing right now. You just want to give it a little twist and it will break. Now once you are inside, it's going to have the old school seal as always. Make sure that has not been tampered with. Obviously if this one hasn't been broken, this one should not be broken, guys. So just have a feel around and make sure the whole edge is 100% secure. Now if you open up, whoa, like that, you can discard of that. You do not need that. Now this little bit inside is for dampness. Now every time you open the lid, moisture is in the air all the time. There is always moisture in the air. So when you put that lid back on, the air that is inside between the powder and the lid has water in it. And if you don't open your tub for a month or 2 months, that moisture will settle on the G Fuel powder and make it go very slightly clumpy. Not a lot, because there's not a lot of moisture within that capacity there, but you will get a little bit of moisture sat on top of it. And plus, if you're dipping your scoop in and you ever get a little bit of water on your scoop without noticing, and you put your scoop back in, it will obviously all stick to the scoop, but there is moisture then introduced to the tub. So this is a silica gel. Basically, it's just little crystals inside. Don't eat it, don't get rid of it either. Put it back in and keep it for the longevity of that you've got G Fuel actually in the tub. So that's something definitely to keep, and I'm going to actually use this to dig and find the scoop, because sometimes the scoop is at the top and sometimes he works his way to the bottom. And here we are with the scoop. Now, if your scoop is fully compacted, give it a good little knock like that and you will be able to get all the powder to drop out of it. You have to give it quite a whack though, because it's taking a while to come out. And we're going to examine the scoop, because there is a good old problem with the scoop that a lot of people are saying, oh, what the hell? A full, my tub's not lasting 40 servings, and there's a reason why your tub's not lasting 40 servings. It's probably lasting only 34, maybe 35, and that's because you're filling the scoop up too much. Now, sorry if I'm going through all this, and a lot of you guys already know what this is, but this video is based for beginners, so that's why I'm mainly doing this. So, on the scoop, we have this part here that is able to pull away and open up. Now when you open this up, guys, this is where you need to fill the line to of G Fuel. This bit is only used to fill water bottles that have really small spouts, just like a normal Coke bottle or something like that, some sports drinks bottle or whatever. That is what you use that for. Now, by all means, you can still use it like that when you fill up your G Fuel tub, which I will use it like this, because it saves pulling it apart all the time and getting your fingers all covered in G Fuel. But just make sure that, because it's clear and you can see through, make sure you only fill it up to that top line. Doing that, guys, will make sure that with the right weight and the amount of G Fuel that is actually in this tub, you will get approximately 40 servings exact, if not a little bit more, because they should overfill the tubs really. So there is actually probably 41, maybe 42 scoops in there, but they've put a little bit extra in for those 2 scoops worth, just in case you guys do, use a little bit more. Saves their backs from people moaning oh, it only lasted 38 scoops or something. I counted, so I don't think anybody actually has counted. It'd be quite cool to count though, I suppose, but if somebody could work out the net weight of it and how much is in there and stuff and how much one scoop weighs, I'm sure you could actually work it out. Now guys, the amount of water that you want to have in here is anywhere between 12 and 16 ounces. Now 16 ounces is the maximum mark or meterage on this actual shaker. Now I'm using the Nadeshot shaker because I've obviously got the Nadeshot G Fuel, and yeah, I've actually got, how much have I got? I've got 15.5 ounces in there right now, so it's pretty high. If you like quite a strong tasting G Fuel and you don't want to add extra powder, like 2 scoops, you want to get your full 40s scoops worth to last say 40 days for example, then the best thing to do is to make it a little bit stronger. So only have 10 or 12 ounces of water mixed with the G Fuel. That will allow you guys to have a stronger taste. It's just like orange juice, blackcurrant, blah blah blah, your Robinsons or whatever. You pour it in, mix it with water, and depending on how much water you add is how diluted it is. It's like a diluted product. So we're literally going to go and take the correct scoop here, which is to the line, and we're going to add this in. Now, another question that a lot of people ask is, how much G Fuel can I drink in a day? What is a safe amount of G Fuel to drink? Now, G Fuel is safe to drink in vast amount of quantities based on what the ingredients are, leaving out caffeine. The main issue is caffeine, because caffeine is a stimulant. Caffeine is actually a drug, and caffeine will mess with your sleep and obviously how alert you are. You can only get so alert. It's not going to make you hypnotic or anything like that. It's not going to do adverse effects like that. but caffeine is only gonna like help you so far, so there's only so much you can have to feel the benefit, and then eventually like all you're gonna be doing is just overstimulating your nervous system and really messing yourself up for a heart attack, like drinking that much through a day. So the best thing to do, guys, is to drink it until you feel refreshed. So if one makes you feel quite refreshed and nice, then one is good for you. If you drink one and you don't feel anything, then it is called like a caffeine tolerance. Like everybody has a caffeine tolerance. If you drink a lot of caffeine, if you're like a big coffee drinker and stuff, then maybe 1 G Fuel is not enough for you, and you may have to have one and wait a little bit and then have two. You might have to have 1.5 scoops at a time, maybe 2 scoops at a time. It all depends on your stim tolerance. But if you don't drink G Fuel much, or you don't drink energy drinks at all, and this is your first introduction to energy drinks, then definitely go for just 1 scoop. Take it easy when you drink it. Don't drink the whole thing and go crazy with it straight away. Drink it and do it off how you feel. The main indicator, and this is like 100%, I'm not lying here, the main indicator is how your heart feels, how your chest feels. If you start to feel that your chest is beating really, really fast, and you're starting to become aware of your heart, then that is where you need to sort of back off a little bit. You will get this little buzz. You will start feeling a little bit aware of your heart, like oh, like I'm feeling a bit like fluttery, like sort of thing. That is where your limit is, all right? So you do not go past that. You do not dare drink past that, because that is where you're going to start getting into issues if you go too far, because the only way to go back is probably to the bloody hospital. So, like, drinking water is not going to dilute it down. It's already in your bloodstream, and caffeine is a pain to get out once it is in and doing its work. So drink it until you feel energized and awake. And that is as far as you ever need to take it, is so that you feel energized and awake, not so you start feeling all like fluttery. It's called heart palpitations and stuff, where your heart just starts like going a little bit fluttery, a little bit faster and a little bit harder than usual. So, and that's just because of the caffeine in the nerve system. So it's just overstimulating you, and it's too much, guys. So in a day, you could have 3. You could have 4 spread out over a full day. So if you get up at say 7 in the morning for school, you could have one of these. You could have another one by midday, and then when you get home, you could have one at like 5 o'clock for your tea. That's fine. I wouldn't drink this within like 5, maybe 6 hours before you go to bed. So if you are someone who does go to bed at like 8, 9 o'clock, having this at 5, 6 o'clock is not a great idea. It's best off that you do drink this like a lot earlier. So if you do drink it at like midday, 1 o'clock, then maybe that will last you into the evening. The lifespan of this, of someone who has not drank G Fuel before and is fresh and new to caffeine, is 5 to 6 hours. If you are, like I said, got high stim tolerance and your metabolism's quite high, you will process this really, really quickly. So at the end of the day, nobody can tell you what you can and cannot have. You have to do it off of how you feel at the end of the day, and that's something that you're going to have to get aware, used to, and aware of your own body, and just learn from doing it. So right now, that's enough of a little lesson for you guys. We're going to taste this lemonade, which I have not drank for a very, very long time, and it was one of my favourite flavours, and I know this is a lot of people's favourite flavours, like still to this day. This one and pink lemonade was a huge flavour last summer. Like when this came out, I think Tropical Rain came out last summer as well. It might have been the summer before actually. And then this one came out, and it was a huge, huge flavour. I think it was Tropical Rain, and then this one came out around this time actually, 2 years ago I believe. Oh, such a good flavour. So it's basically lemonade, obviously, but it's a lot more lemony. Like this extra lemon added to it, so that is so good. So yeah guys, enjoyed the video, smash the like, subscribe. Hopefully that's educated you guys on how to make G Fuel, where to get G Fuel from, and just how to be safe with it in your limit. I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace out.